Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Asher, I'm a holistic nutritionist, and I have been procrastinating filming a video, but today we're filming a video, and I know you guys always want to see a meal prep and what I'm eating in a day, so I'm just going to show you guys some quick healthy meals, things that I'm eating, things that I'm making. I have no plan for this video, so we're really just going to throw things together as we go, like I usually do. I have another meal prep video here for gut health and energy. This one will kind of be along the same lines where I'm always working on improving gut health, improving energy, balancing hormones. If you are here to support gut health, reduce bloating, have more energy, balance hormones, subscribe down below. Join our little community. It's a little late, but I need to make breakfast because I'm really hungry. One of my goals lately is eating earlier in the day and not waiting hours and hours after waking to eat, which I've already done. And I'm like starting to feel it, you know, that like little bit of stress, cortisol coming up. So we gotta eat quick. One thing I always tell my clients when they are working on gut health and energy and just hormones in general is make sure you eat before symptoms come on. If you feel like jittery or anxious or tired in the morning or between meals, that's a sign you probably have some imbalances with cortisol and you need to balance blood sugar and support insulin. So those are things I'm always working on. One of the ways I do that is eating earlier right now. So I'm gonna go make a good nutritious breakfast that's balanced. But first, I'm gonna show you guys what I've been making as a little digestive tonic. This little, it's not a tea kettle, but it is a little tea pot, I guess. I got it when I was in Banff, and it's made in Japan, and it's super high quality, and it's just so beautiful. I got it over, like when we were in Banff in February, I think it was. I have a video, a Banff vlog, but I use it every single day and has this little strainer on top, so it's super easy to use. I've been using this ginger from Costco. They have organic ginger, so I just buy a huge bag of it and just store it. And yeah, we're gonna make a little digestive tonic. I am not taking the skin off because skin has benefits too. Ginger is a warming food, which is really good for the digestive system. Anything warming is going to really help to stoke that digestive fire and just support your gut and your body's ability to digest foods. I do this usually about half an hour before I eat, but today might be a little closer. You try not to drink too much before meals because too much liquid will actually dilute your digestive fire. By digestive fire, I also mean hydrochloric acid. We have acid in our stomach that helps us break down proteins and helps minerals get absorbed and all kinds of things. So I usually try to limit drinks when I'm eating. I love ginger. It is one of the best things, I think, for my gut personally. I always feel so good when I drink ginger tea or anything with ginger in it. It's also really good for bowels. So if you deal with constipation, ginger is something that can be really beneficial for just getting things moving that way, which is always something I want. We want healthy bowel movements. We want to get things moving. I'm adding a little bit of red mineral salt for some minerals. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of apple cider vinegar. So you wanna get apple cider vinegar raw, unfiltered, with the mother. It will say with the mother at the bottom. I get organic, ideally in a glass bottle. Sometimes I've done plastic, but glass is just ideal because you don't want any plastics leaching into your apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna wait till this cools down just a touch before adding it, just so it doesn't kill any of the beneficial bacteria. But let's talk about apple cider vinegar. I know that you guys probably already know about this, but apple cider vinegar is good for so many things. Primarily for gut health, it's rich in prebiotic fibers, which help to feed your good bacteria, which is kind of interesting because it's a liquid, but it's also fermented. So it has probiotics in it too. So it's just an all-around good addition for gut health. It's also antibacterial, so it's going to support like digestion and immunity that way. You can use it topically for skin, like there's so many uses, but I'm just using it to help with digestion. It helps to, again, stoke that digestive fire. Specifically, it's going to help to boost hydrochloric acid in the stomach, so make your stomach more acidic so you can better digest your foods. Your stomach is very acidic, so we need to make sure that we have proper acidity, because a lot of people actually don't have the proper levels of acid in their stomach, hydrochloric acid. So I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit and steep maybe for like 10 minutes, and then I'll add some of this. So I'm adding this for, again, it's acidic, so it's just going to help with that digestive fire, help with hydrochloric acid. It's also rich in vitamin C, of course, and polyphenols, so just good for the gut. Okay, so I'm making an omelet today. Usually I don't like to do solid yolks because yolks are actually a lot healthier when they are more liquidy because the cholesterol is not oxidized that way. Cholesterol is not bad for you, but oxidized cholesterol is not something you want a lot. But I decided to do an omelet today, and I just whipped in some, so I have 3 eggs. I did some full fat coconut milk. I probably did like 2 or 3, maybe 2 tablespoons of this. So this is like the canned stuff, and I just store it in jars once I open it. And then I added salt, so I do Redmond real salt, I do pepper. I'm adding some Frank's to this. This is a cleaner hot sauce. Unfortunately, it's not organic, and peppers are highly sprayed. But as far as ingredients go, they're clean. So I just added that all together. I love adding it actually into the eggs, the hot sauce, because it tastes so much better in my opinion than adding it after. I'm gonna add some collagen, just a good heaping tablespoon for a little extra protein. 3 eggs is not enough protein in my opinion, so I'm adding another big scoop, maybe just a tiny bit more. You can definitely just eat other meat with this, like I would love to have sausage or something with it. You don't need the collagen, but this is just what I have this morning. So I'm also recovering from, well, I'm pretty recovered, but I had dental surgery a couple weeks ago, just over 2 weeks ago actually. So I'm trying to get collagen every day for just bone health and recovery from that, as well as just general connective tissue health and skin health. I'm gonna add a little nutritional yeast too. I love nutritional yeast. It's rich in B12, which is why it's nutritional yeast. Like there's a lot of B vitamins, but they're also plant-based B vitamins. So they're not gonna be the best quality, but I love the flavor. So that's kind of why I eat it. But yeah, there's still some nutrients in here. So we got our eggs for our omelet. I'm gonna show you guys how I actually cook it in my cast iron. I'm gonna turn it on to like a medium to high and let it heat up. Cast iron works really, really well as a nonstick pan if you oil it properly and if you heat it properly first. So you wanna make sure it's heated well. Cast iron is really good at spreading the heat. So just make sure it's heated to a good temperature, not too hot. And then you wanna add your oil and let that heat up a little bit. And then I'm gonna add my eggs, and it shouldn't really stick. Our pan is definitely ready. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit to like 5. We're gonna add the oil. The key is you wanna add enough oil to coat the whole pan. I'm using Chosen Foods avocado oil. Okay, our eggs are starting to look good, our omelet. So I'm going to flip it and actually put some cashew cheese inside before I do that. This is the cheese I've been using. I'm a little obsessed with it. It's the apricot chili. They don't have this name anymore. I think they're called Mill Seafoods, something like that. This is so good, the apricot chili one. It's a little spicy. So I'm gonna add a little bit of fresh herbs. I did basil yesterday and it was amazing. I only have parsley today, so I'm just gonna do parsley, but I highly recommend basil because it's phenomenal. So because we oiled the whole pan, It works pretty well, but this spatula is not the best. I'm just gonna like flip it over like that. She's not perfect, but that's okay. I'm also gonna just cut it in half to make it easier to flip. And turn it down a little. I'm gonna top it with some organic sauerkraut. This is from Costco. It gives me some extra fiber and veggies in, and then also probiotics to provide good bacteria. And some of this spray-free microgreens. These are my favorite. Lots of those on there. And for some extra healthy fats, a little bit of avocado. A little more Frank's on top. And we are good to go. Also taking my supplements about 15 to 20 minutes before meals normally. Today I'm just taking an omega by Designs for Health. I'm taking thyroidine for my thyroid, and I'm taking some Stellar C for extra immune support, and also Emulsi D3 Synergy by Designs for Health. If you're in Canada, these products will be linked down below. Otherwise, I can't sell them in the US, but at least currently. But if you're in Canada, you can find these products. This D3 is so easy to take because it's just 2 droppers full. I'm actually taking high doses of D3 with K2 right now because of my dental surgery and just like regrowing bone and everything. So I'm also going to take some of this CanPrev D3 with K2. Always make sure you have vitamin K2 with your D3 because the K2 is extremely important for putting calcium in the right places like your bones instead of your arteries. So that's very important if you're taking a D3. So when I say I eat paleo-ish, this is why. I do eat some red lentil pasta from time to time because it's just so good. And I try to just mix it with lots of good like meat for protein. Obviously there's still protein in lentils, but I like to get my protein primarily from meat. And I added some veggies in here. These are just frozen vegetables because I was lazy and I didn't want to cook anything. This is actually leftover from yesterday. And then I just added some olive oil, nutritional yeast, some red pepper flakes, salt, pepper, and then I'm eating it with a side of olives. So this is dinner. Delicious. Good morning, guys. It's the next day. It's not really morning anymore. I think I've just been fighting a little bug. I feel like I say that every time I film. I haven't been sick in a long time, thank God. And I feel like I've been fighting a little something and just healing from it. And it's almost noon. And I'm just making food. We also kind of had a bit of a late night last night unexpectedly. But I am gonna make a really quick breakfast / lunch. I am not following my hormone balancing rules and eating early, but we're gonna make a quick breakfast / lunch here. Okay, what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna make 3 eggs. They're pasture-raised eggs. I have some fully grass-fed, grass-finished beef here. ground beef, and I'm just gonna make a little egg ground beef thing with some apples. I have these organic galas from Costco and some cashew cheese, the chili one, same as yesterday. And then I think I might saute some mushrooms. That'll be some veg, and I'll put like some sprouts and things on top. So it sounds good. That's gonna be breakfast slash lunch. My cutting board is dirty and I really don't want to clean it, so I'm just gonna like slice these mushrooms up. Anybody else do this? I'm so lazy sometimes. You just don't even need a cutting board. Obviously be careful when you're doing this. What? Look at the color of this egg. Can you see this? It's like, maybe they put turmeric in the feed or something. These are from a local farm. It's like yellow. Maybe it went bad. I can't tell if it's my house that smells or the egg. Oh my gosh. Because our garbage is really smelly. Oh. I'm gonna smell it outside. I don't know what to do. I really hope I didn't just throw out a perfectly good egg. But I washed the bowl and we're gonna try again. So yeah, I have good protein with the 3 eggs and grass-fed ground beef. I don't count calories or macros. I keep things really simple. I kind of just eat within a framework that works for me, which is mainly protein, like clean proteins, healthy fats, so like avocados, olives, coconut oil, coconut milk, good quality oils, like avocado oil that I cooked with, and just nutrient diversity is ideal. So things like sprouts on top is a really good nutrient-dense food, really rich in vitamin C, phytonutrients. I added some mushrooms for some extra veggies and fiber. I have lots of fiber in the apples. And then you have your healthy carbs in there. I have half an avocado for extra healthy fats. I also added like the coconut milk into the omelet. And I keep things really simple. I feel like simplicity is something that I'm really leaning into with my work and just like how I show up here. I just want you guys to see that healthy eating could be so simple. It doesn't have to be super complicated. You don't have to count, you don't have to track. There's certain times for that, but I'm just really all about keeping things nourishing, nutrient-dense, and simple. Really, that's how I eat. It's taken me a long time to get here though, not gonna lie, because I reacted to so many foods. Like I had to do a lot of healing and I had to really figure out what worked for my body. But ultimately, if you're eating real, clean, whole foods, it's gonna work a lot better than eating the processed garbage. So yeah, that's kind of just my, I guess, philosophy when it comes to nutrition. I do definitely recommend like eating anti-inflammatory, avoiding the inflammatory foods, which I can do a whole video on. I have a little bit on this video, which people seem to really like, so you could check out that one. Just like eating good quality food and making sure that your foods are not inflammatory. That's really important. But ultimately, just eating simply real whole foods, you're gonna be like miles ahead of anybody else that's trying to crash diet and follow like a really, really strict framework. Unless you have a really specific health condition, that can absolutely have a place. Like I've done that with clients before in the past. But for the average person, that's like, oh, I just want to feel better. And like, yeah, my gut could use some work. And like, I have, you know, maybe more stress than I would like. And I want to focus on simplifying my meals. This is it, man. You just keep it simple. Okay, I'm going to stop ranting and I'm going to eat my breakfast. Comes with. That's so sad. That's all that it comes with. There's only lettuce and tomato. And I got bacon. I'm gonna add more stuff. Okay, it's a little bit later. For lunch, I'm doing some leftovers. So I have short ribs that I made a few days ago. I did use a recipe, so I'm gonna link the recipe below. I never use recipes, but I did for this. So it has balsamic, oh wait, no, I didn't use a recipe. I made it up. I'll see if I can put it together. That's hilarious. I was like, for once, I'm gonna be able to share a recipe. It's grass-fed short ribs. It's balsamic vinegar and tomato paste. It's like a small can. I wrote the recipe down, so I'll put it somewhere, whether it's on Instagram or somewhere. But yeah, super easy. I just threw some vegetables in there too. I cooked it in my Instant Pot, and there's only a little bit of meat in here. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll use the meat in the sauce, and then maybe I'll just cook up some green beans that I have in the fridge for veg on the side. And this is pretty fatty, so I'm not really gonna add any extra fats because it has quite a bit of fat in it. And I didn't throw any of the fat out. I eat it all, especially since it's grass-fed and grass-finished. Those healthy fats, you want them. Yeah, that's gonna be lunch. I'm really tempted to go to Marshall's. I'm so editing a video right now, but I'm really tempted to go to Marshall's to go look for a new credenza for our living room because we have all this recording equipment that I really wanna hide. And piano books, we'll see. But for now, we're gonna eat, I'm gonna relax, and I'll show you what we're doing for dinner. It's probably gonna be ground beef with vegetables. So, I'll show you later. looking for a credenza. I'm on the hunt, but I also just wanted to share that I'm drinking tons of good quality filtered spring slightly alkaline water today with real salt. So drinking these all day long as well. It's usually the only thing I drink other than like maybe a little bit of coconut water, some supplements, things like that. So lots of this today. We were successful, you guys. I found a side table, or not a side table, but a credenza cabinet thing at Marshall's for $250. My budget was $300. I did not want to spend more than $300, and this was actually cheaper than anything I found on Wayfair. So I think I really like it. I've never made a decision so fast. Usually I take like weeks to make decisions, but I saw it. I was like, I'm gonna take it. I also found a rug. I was looking for a natural fiber rug. I hope I'm not gonna regret this, but I found one that was like 30% wool, 70% polyester. So not amazing, but it was 50 bucks. It's a nice neutral. I think it'll be really pretty in the space. And then I had to get some baskets for inside the credenza to store like our cables and like sound equipment and stuff. We bought this sound equipment because like just for fun. Like I play piano and I sing just for fun. Like I don't do anything with it. But my husband is also a sound engineer for church. So he's been mixing a lot at home. So we thought it would be really fun to get some equipment so we can actually record at home and he can mix and stuff. So I'm really excited to set up our little music corner. And yeah, let's get out of the rain and go set it up. So this is what I ended up getting. And then I'm gonna put that over there and move the piano into the corner, I think. And put all of that stuff in there. Are you kidding me? I just took this sticker off and it took some of the paint off with it. Wow. I can't believe that. Now there's actually some damage here, which is really disappointing, but it's too late now. I should have, well, Marshall's doesn't do discounts, but oh well, that's what she's looking like. So now I'm gonna move everything from there into here. Good glass. Good cup. Full.
More or less?
A little bit more.
With chocolate? Where did you get chocolate? Where's my chocolate?
It's right there.
I'd like one piece, please.
That's so good.
Thank you, love. Cheers.
Cheers.